Hey guys, we are going to do a quick little overview of Sequence 1. Since you're just starting this course, you probably are still trying to figure out exactly what I'm looking for, so I want to make sure that you have some feedback. All right, so over here in Brightspace, looking down to the third category, that's going to be assignment and format details. If you click on that, it's going to open up information on Sequence 1, 2, and 3. You want to make sure you open Sequence number 1. There is a feasibility memo which contains components, what you're going to need to do for that. You can see also there's a WikiHow for what a feasibility study looks like. Basically, a feasibility study is doing something, having an idea, looking at it and saying there's a problem here, here is a possible solution. And I know it's feasible because I've done a little bit of research and I can find that other people have done it successfully. Thus, it's feasible. Okay, so that's what that will kind of walk you through. I want to note here, there's a whole folder of student samples from the past, but I want to make note of the fact that in the past, this was a full-length report. So all of these student samples are full-length reports. You are not doing a full-length report, but just a memo. And because of that, you're going to be learning IEEE format. That's new to you. So the memo itself is going to be memo format, so business memo format. The only thing that will be in IEEE for this will be a list of any sources at the end of your memo, and that will be a reference list for IEEE. We'll talk more about that later. All right, so opening up the memo components, this is what you're going to be looking at here. Okay, so you'll be examining a website. We'll take a look at that in a second. That is the Purdue Fort Wayne Writing Center. So you're going to look at that website. It is a source, a tool that is available to you already as a student. You probably want to make use of it, actually, but we're going to be evaluating the effectiveness of the actual website itself. You're going to be asking yourself, how well does it work? And what potential questions or problems do you have or suggestions do you have for how it could work better? That's the problem. The second thing you're going to be looking at is, you have an idea for making it better. So I'll give you some examples in a minute. The third thing, the feasibility part of your memo is going to be, you're going to look at other, mostly websites for colleges in their writing centers, but it could be a museum or a business as well. But anybody that has something similar that's to provide assistance or a bunch of information to people and a person who helps them do something like a tutor. What is it that they do that's better and why is it better? That's the solution to the problem, and here somebody else has done it. Here's an example, okay? So you're going to be choosing one thing that could be improved, one thing to be improved, one. That could be a large one thing, it could be a small one thing, but remember that you're creating a memo. And then you'll be doing some reading, of course. Those memos then will follow the following rules. I won't read through all those for you, but it does again include some IEEE format, and there's a sample memo linked right here so you can see what one looks like. Remember that this is a business course, and therefore the business writing is going to follow business writing styles, which one of the big things that it does for business writing is we use block style. Block style does not indent a paragraph. So you will not have paragraph indents, but you'll have extra spaces between those paragraphs. Okay. There's some list of questions here that might guide your research in this. Is this or some other testing program the best way to prevent this information or present this information? Is this information made available to students in an organized way? Are there other student organizations able or willing to provide more information or better information or more resources? What forums could be created to instill better awareness? What do other universities, perhaps one of a similar size or a type of student or geographical area, do that is different or better with, again, that one thing? So let's take a look at the Writing Center. This is the website you're going to be taking a look at. Exactly like this. You will be clicking around on it, taking a look at it and asking yourself questions like, does this look interesting? Does it contain the information that I'm looking for? Do I have to make too many clicks on things? Would I rather have pictures or maps or a chat box? What is it that I'm looking for here? If I would be a student and I would go to this writing center, what am I looking for? So click around on all of these links up here: online, in person, work for the Writing Center. Pick one of these that particularly stands out to you as something that could be improved, okay? And that's going to be your problem, right? So maybe you pick the FAQ section, frequently asked questions, and you say, okay, this is good, but it could be better in this particular way. Then you're going to go out to other writing centers, FAQ lists, and go, this is what they do, okay? So you'll be utilizing pictures, probably screenshots in this particular way. So you may have screenshots of like say this, you could say, this is my problem, maybe there's no pictures. Here's a screenshot that shows there's no pictures, blah, blah, blah. Here's a screenshot of a different university that has an FAQ section and they have, solved this issue in this particular way. Okay, so that's the basic overview of sequence number 1. It'll be taking 2 weeks, which normally, again, in a 16-week course would take 4 weeks. So you're just going to have to dive in really fast, learn stuff really fast, and by the end of the second week of class, you will have a memo put together, a feasibility memo, so you'll understand what it means to have something that's feasibility, what a memo means, a little bit about IEEE, and you'll be developing your analysis skills in this particular way. So that's the quick and easy way to make this happen. And again, welcome to class.